Oh, hello, and welcome today. I'm just practicing, and I was thinking about how music and science are so similar, and we're going to sort of collate this all together to your life so that you can apply this knowledge, today's knowledge, to your life. You're not going to hear this stuff in school. The things that I tell you on my channel, you don't hear in school. Um, but if you're a music student, one of the things that's for sure is that you have to start off very slow. And you have, because we use two hands on the piano, you have to teach each hand individually and then put them together. If I were to play this exercise, by the way, I'm reading these notes out of a book, one of the many books that we use in music to learn how to play music. And you have to do exercises, just like in life, we do exercises. This happens to be the Hanon book, the Hanon Virtuoso book. And so, what we do in the very beginning, you have to teach one hand at a time, slow with the metronome, very slow. And if I were to turn the metronome on now, and I playing this half the speed I was playing, get my hand to play that, and then the other hand too. Here we go. And eventually we put the two hands together. I like to play it not as it's written. I play it so that my hands learn individualism. I'm transposing one hand. I can use either side that I transpose because that teaches me to read orchestra scores where you have to transpose. But I transpose one side so that I'm playing them instead of the same thing, which would be, I take it into thirds. It sounds a little better too. So we do that and we go through all of that. And then, of course, we have to be able to do the same thing backwards um, and reading that backwards, it would sound like this. And so on. So that's what we do in music, and we do the same thing in science. Uh, and you can apply this knowledge to all things in your life because when I teach, it's called conceptual learning. So you can take whatever you learn in this instance and apply it to other things, and then I correlate it back to music. So in science, there's a protocol of events that's been recognized for a long time that have to function and happen in a sequence. And when any new discovery is made and introduced to the world stage, there is a sequence of four events that have to take place, and they do every time. And this has been going on for thousands of years. You're going to get this. So, the four things is the very first thing, the new discovery is made. Let's say the world is not flat. First, it is ridiculed. That's the first thing that happens. Everyone's ridicules. Then it is mocked and considered scandalous. So now people are attacking that new discovery. Then it is scientifically tested by an independent source and proven to be true. And then it is accepted. That's the four events that happens every time. Now, what's fascinating, really fascinating, is that that sequence of events was recognized and written down by the man who discovered the scientific principles of science itself. And how many years ago was that? Well, it's a little over 2,000 years ago. And the man who invented the term that long ago 2,000 years ago. His name was Aristotle, and he was born in 384 BC, and then he died in 332 BC, and he was a Greek. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about Greeks. Greeks, they're the first ones to recognize new things. But science guys today, and I'm a science guy, still have to go through the same sequence of events. And that brings to mind a song. So, as I tie all of this, practicing slow at first and then you slowly speed it up, and teaching the two hands with all the fingers, who are like people, if you've been following me, have learned to work together. I'm going to play something very simple, but my two hands are going to work together to make it sound more like music. And this is a song that you've heard before. And it's well known because there was a movie made about it. And um, and the song was made about the movie, and it sort of works together. And it goes like this. It's called Beauty and the Have a great day.